Here we are, we're just watching a replay of the final race. Yeah, we can talk you through it and see if we can pick up anything interesting. And obviously here with Annie.
That's Giles. So we're just stacked around here. What are you thinking?
To be honest, I wasn't that pleased with the setup here. I was a bit nervous about being hooked by both the Aussies and the Kiwis. The Aussies got too slow, so they were quickly not a problem, but yeah, the Kiwis got a bit of a better spot and managed to get the better of us on the start here.
Yeah, got a little left there, which left us slow for the first leg, but did a good job to pop right away.
Yeah, nicely on their heels. I mean, it's not the position that we'd want to be in, but still plenty of race to go at this stage, I think.
And then Mark 1, we obviously do an early jibe.
Yeah. So I think for me here, as soon as we went round behind the Kiwis, I was kind of just thinking, right, what's the next aggressive move we can do? How can we attempt to jump and jibe inside here? Really initially thinking like, oh, we might be able to get room on for the left turn.
Yeah.
But in this situation with the Kiwis underneath you, it's a little bit nervy because if they decide to luff you,
Yeah.
they can take you up past the zone and the left turn suddenly isn't an option for you. But fortunately, they decide to just go for the easy move, left turn, which gives us a real nice option for that right-hand split.
Yeah. And obviously here, executing foiling maneuvers, we'll see it after we're headed upwind, that first tack, us being able to execute that foiling tack, I think, really sealed the fate there.
Yeah, I mean, as soon as we get around this right turn, for me, I was kind of thinking, like, we've got a good shot at this. Yeah. Because geometrically, we've got the right run of it. The top left, the left turn at the top gate was always quite favourable all day. And that right turn set us up for a 2-tack for that left. And it was made a little bit better by the Kiwis dropping that tack on the right-hand side. But at this stage, they're still in a nice position and still ahead for sure. But yeah, it's not to the top where this move actually begins to look quite nice. And you know, I think this is something that we did quite nicely all day, was those foiling tacks. We were very, very diligent on staying over speed, which maybe didn't get us the best VMG, but it gave us a nice clean move. That's interesting here. Like the Aussies they're almost back into the
race there.
Back into the race,
yeah.
But they're kind of on the tail of the Kiwis, who are, as it pans out, lined up to take the right turn, which is always that little bit trickier.
And the right turn was under the grandstand, so if you extended from the right-hand turn, it was got quite light quite quickly, which in lighter pressures, a bit trickier to execute foiling maneuvers.
There's another example where Kiwis weren't quite able to get a foiling tack in there.
Do you think, I haven't listened to their onboard comms, were they calling H1?
To be honest, I haven't watched it yet either.
No.
But it's always a huge trade-off, isn't it? Like we talk about it a lot. Is the foiling tack worth the investment of the overspeed on the way in? Because you do give up a lot of VMG, but you know, again, we did a real nice job there of being able to nail the foiling tack. You can see we bent there.
Oh yeah.
We almost come down and crashed there. Yeah, that's my fault. That's when I'm flying.
Good job, Billy.
Yeah, that's when I'm flying. Billy's on the handle.
So we're pretty even split there for the top gate.
You know, here, the Kiwis obviously dropped this next jibe. I'm not sure if they went light or they just had a bit of a wobble. But I had no idea where they were at this stage, because I was just completely focused in on making sure that we could execute our foiling jibe, which we did a really nice job of. In fact, our jibing was really nice all weekend in this light stuff. And it's not till about now when I'm coming up to windward and kind of see that, we've picked the lead up here.
Yeah, I don't know if they went all the way to boundary, if they could have gotten one and in, but they've also jibed shy of the lay here, so means that either they're gonna have like a lot of foiling maneuvers, or they're gonna follow us into that next bottom gate.
Yeah, this is it's quite a nice spot to be, this, isn't it? With both boats behind you, with an extra, and they have to do another maneuver, and that other maneuver means that they're going to follow you around as well. So this is all quite nice and really kind of, you know, it's kind of going our way at this stage, isn't it? Plenty going on with these foiling manoeuvres for you, having to pick up jib trim. With a little bit of encouragement, I'd like to think, from the likes of CJ and me.
Wine. I know. Yeah, it's interesting on jib trim. Like the Cunningham is such an active control in this stuff, and it's a difficult one because it's pushing a button. So it's you never know how much load is going to get released when you're pushing that button. It's not consistent, and so I was having a hard time being accurate. Something to improve on for next time.
Yeah, it's always something to improve on.
Yeah, it's true.
So last upwind here, and we've got a one and in to the right turn. Now, with hindsight, this was a little bit silly on my behalf, because all across here we're in a real nice position. You know, we just don't mess up, and the race is ours. And probably about now, I think I say something along the lines of, just need to nail this foiling tack, and we're going to overstand to make sure that it's a one and into the right.
Yeah.
And when I went board down, I think we had one of our quickest board downs of the whole weekend. And as I turned, I kind of looked at the ley line and was like,
yeah, we definitely didn't overstand by much.
We're not overstood.
Yeah.
If anything, we're a bit thin. So we ended up on this port being a little bit slow into the right turn, which wasn't really needed. You can see the Kiwis behind us, they go another 2 or 3 boat lengths, and just makes their port tack into the right turn a little bit more comfortable. But hey, we're just fine here. It's no dramas. Right turn and in for the win. Like down to 45s here.
Yeah.
We're still fine, but just didn't need to be quite that close to the ley line. And I was a bit cheeky here, because
you were cheeky.
I said, because I was so bunched that we were gonna, you know, let's just, whatever we do, let's not crash on the final reach and look like idiots. But as soon as we bear away, all I have to do is hold the wheel straight.
That's true. I know.
All I have to do is hold it straight.
There's that video of me going to town. You're in the back, just like doing the queen wave or the king wave.
It's Chris Akabusi. Chris Akabusi, he's a British presenter. He used to present Gladiators.
Oh.
That was his trademark.
Was it? Yeah. Nice one.
Didn't quite live as I thought it would, but I have to work on that.
That's right, for this one. Yeah, there you go.
There you go.
Across the line.
Managed to get that one right.
If you have any questions about why we did what we did, drop them in the comments and we'll try to answer you.